gotta tell you, I took that side because right now, event links and where it's at are on the scene, overlooking the Hudson, with a beautiful view of the Upper West Side. Standing next to me is a woman who is a princess in my heart, and will soon be a princess in your hearts. She's been on the scene for some time now. For those of you who don't remember, I'm gonna give you a little clue. 1985, she exploded on the scene with a hit, Say I'm Your Number One. And right now, there you go. See, you don't even need to apologize because you're a princess. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the artist known as Princess. Princess, how are you? Welcome.
I'm excellent.
Yes, you are. I have to welcome you. Where it's at in Event Links, we're always out on the scene and we're always talking to artists who are doing phenomenal things. And here you are right now in a secret location. All we'll say is overlooking the Hudson with a beautiful view of the Upper West Side. I mean, look at that view. It's beautiful. It's
panoramic.
Yeah, it's panoramic. Yeah. I mean, it's like we made it.
Yes, well, we did, actually. We did, yeah. So a lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
You hear the accent. I hear the accent. Tell me a little bit about Princess. Where are you from?
Born and raised in London. London, England, Great Britain to some people. UK, that's what. Cold, rainy, damp, little buildings, little roads, lots of very white-looking people, even the black people. It's just that the sun hardly shines, but that's where I'm from.
Now, you of course began to perform as a musician, as an artist. First of all, okay, born and raised in England. Your background is also England by way of Jamaica. Is that the
by way of Jamaica?
Okay, that the roots. Okay.
Yeah, my father's Jamaican, my mother is Jamaican.
Okay.
My father's been a musician all his life.
Really? Okay.
And his singing name is James Lloyd. He's been in Germany for many years, lived there for many years. Actually speaks fluent German, sounds like a German now.
Wow.
And he actually even had his own TV show for a while in Germany. One of the first black artists to have.
Really?
Yeah. So music is definitely in the blood.
So you come from a family that's somewhat of a trendsetter. I mean, they've done things that really stand apart from others.
Yeah, quite as
Yeah. And then you now, 1985. Pre 1985. What led you to say, well, you know what, I'm going to take up music?
I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think you decide to take up music easily. I think it's in you,
right? And
you decide to give honor to it, or you decide to try and quell it. But either way, music is a very specific task mistress. I think music is female, but that's another.
Well, I've
story.
always thought music was female because I'm so in love with music, so it had to be.
There you go. I knew I was speaking to someone who knew. But that's actually. So that's just to say that taking it up, I didn't really have a choice. I didn't think I wanted to go into the business. I knew that the business of music, to me, felt like a very, very dicey, shark-infested water to consider. So I and I wasn't dumb enough to think that I'll just go in and it'll be so. I kind of knew that it was going to be a rocky road. It could be a rocky road. Right. And in fact, for me, my first single became a hit, top 10 hit.
2 million copies worldwide.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What are the odds? So and so suddenly there I was, right in the midst of the business of it as well. But I've always just I love music, really. I wouldn't put myself necessarily under a microscope if it wasn't for music.
Right.
I'm not the type of person to necessarily want to be always on camera or what have you. But music, I'll do it for music. So music chose me in a way.
Now, following your career, I understand you've done some phenomenal things, one of which you were sort of like an ambassador with the children of Zimbabwe, correct?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
UNICEF.
UNICEF,
yeah.
All right. So you've always, you felt that your music was not just for people to dance and be entertained, but that you should really touch people with your music, inspirationally.
Yeah, that's been a goal even unconsciously. I think it started from the time I went and saw Stevie Wonder at Wembley Stadium in London. And Wembley is actually really notorious for the parking issues and the people getting upset when they're coming into Park and
Right.
when they're leaving, even worse. And what was strange was after Stevie's concert, everybody left the concert as if they were in prayer. And, you know, everybody was polite to each other and allowing everybody access to leave or to take a different turn. Or it was just this incredible politeness and love that was in the air. And I said, if I do this, I want to do that. I want to be able to influence or help influence the state of mind of the audience. So they really feel the blessing of life, the fact that, you know, right at this moment, this is some hot stuff. I feel good. At any moment, you should be able to get into the fact that you're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Because to miss that is a drag. We always know when we're feeling bad, but sometimes we actually miss how good we're feeling.
Like, I'm feeling really good right now just listening to you speak. So, you know, I just want to get a little closer. Don't mind the ring, folks. Yes, I'm married, but Princess told me
sending him
earlier
home
she's
afterwards.
partial to married men. That's what she said. Off
Take her
camera,
home.
she said that. No. But, no, I mean, so, okay, so you've done all these phenomenal things. You've gotten the chance to be on stage with Stevie Wonder. I understand you were interviewed also by Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
So that, I'm sure that was a great experience.
That was superb because I'd done the song "The Sweeter He Is," which
Right.
he wrote with
Right.
David Porter, and I always loved the song. From a child, I used to hear the Soul Children singing, and I loved the vocal, and I always said I'd love to sing it. And when I got the chance, I covered it. And then my brother manager Don Heslop actually told Kiss, in fact told Anne Tripp at Kiss FM that I'd actually done this cover, and Isaac Hayes was actually doing the morning show at the time with her. She told him, and they invited me to come to the show, and as I walked in, he said, hot chocolate walking in.
Wow.
I said, oh, I like it. So, and then we had a really nice interview, and
Yeah.
he actually told me that he loved the version,
Yeah.
which was important for me.
Yeah,
And so that was the high of actually being interviewed by Isaac Hayes, and happily many years before he left this. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, it's always a great thing when you can get to be sort of in the presence of someone who's done so much on the music front, just so much overall, and he's left his mark.
Yes.
Definitely. How will you leave your mark? What are your plans right now as we speak?
Right now, I think it's the recognition that you're always growing. You've never really quite finished, not if you're living life consciously. So I'm actually interested to see and hear the artist that I am now, years later. The woman I'm getting even more in touch with. So to represent her and the art and where I feel music now, particularly at a time when even the younger heads are referring to so-called older music and sampling, which they've been doing for a while, but they're doing it even more religiously now because there's so much food, there's so much nourishment in the music that we've done in days of yore that I'm really interested in the fusion of now and what we've known as quality from times gone by. So that's what I'm representing now, because apparently for 20 years in and out of the business, apparently I'm not looking I'm looking fresh enough to keep doing it. So I'm going to go and
Yes,
do
you
that.
are.
So
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so I think, well, why not?
Yes, you are. You're looking quite fresh.
Quite
Now, on
fresh.
the note of fresh and fine and
Notice
beautiful.
how I got him to say that.
On the
Notice how I
note of
fished for the
fresh and
compliment.
fine and beautiful, like I said, you're in tune and watching Event Links TV, where it's at TV. We're here with Princess, and we've got lots more in store. So don't go anywhere, because this is Chris Williams and Princess, and we'll be back after this.